If you hit all your goals but still feel hollow, you're not broken. You're just probably chasing the wrong things. Welcome to Energy Alignment for Entrepreneurs, where we help driven people find peace without losing their edge. 3 things you'll discover in this episode: why more stuff never equals more happiness, how to find joy in what you already have, and what to do when your dreams feel meaningless. We'll start with the latter. If your dreams feel meaningless, then we must understand what the dreams are. Because a lot of the time, what happens is we have created desires, which we label dreams, that aren't actually destined for us. Meaning that if you saw someone and they kind of gave you an idea that you should be a certain way, and you accepted that idea, and then you pursue that idea, well, was that really your dream? Or was that just an idea that someone had kind of spoken to you and you've blindly adopted it? So it can take such rigorous honesty to understand why there isn't meaning in your daily movement. But it's one of the more important and strengthening things that anyone can do to inquire and to ask and to question how they feel in relationship to meaning. Do you really have something that is worthwhile? Because if you're following a path that is not worthwhile, then no wonder it's hard to be consistent. No wonder you're continuously getting distracted by shiny objects or different avenues. But if you are really starting from clarity, meaning that you do the internal, you observe who you are, you question who you think yourself to be, you will innately understand your God given gifts. When you work through God given gifts, it's only natural that meaning sparks in your journey because there's certain avenues, skill sets, qualities that some have that others don't have. You can't desire to be like someone who you're not meant to be. That's one of the things that people say a lot on their deathbeds is the essence of, man, I wish I listened to my gut more. Man, I wish I quit that job that I hated earlier. Why did they say those things on their deathbeds? Because that's where they got away from meaning. So it's so right what to do when your dreams feel meaningless. You need to question where you got the idea, which may have been mislabeled a dream. A dream for me is not to have all this money. A dream for me is to create impact, to have people listen to these videos and have their hearts warmed, and then for their day to be different because they're consuming different input that actually is real, raw, genuine, and inspiring sort of self honesty, right? That's a real dream for me. The money, the family, the cars, that's all just part of what may happen in my life. But nothing to me is more impactful. Nothing to me is more impactful than knowing that I am essentially sharing what I wish someone told me when I was younger, right? To me, that's just a real dream to create that impact, to be a father for those who don't have fathers. Really, really. Where did that come from? That came from my heart. Came from my heart. It took a long time to sort of decipher who I am and who I'm not. And of course, that work is continuous, it's ever going. Am I saying that dream won't change? No, it could change, but that's part of the constant. No man can step into the same river twice. It may be in the same location, may have the same name via verbal communication. It's not the same river. The water's always moving. So, how to find joy in what you already have? This isn't some weird gratitude bullshit. How to find joy in what you already have? Well, part of it is just a genuine baseline gratitude, right? Like, don't be an arrogant prick. Don't be someone who is inconsiderate of how blessed you may be. For example, if you grow up and you have two parents, that's something that a lot of people don't have. If you grow up and you have one parent who makes decent money, who can support you without shoving you out of the house, be grateful for that. If you have an animal, understand the impermanence of that animal's time on this planet. Even me just saying that right now warms my heart. I'm gonna walk my guy, Mr. Bud, after this. So, inherently, how to find joy in what you already have? You need to first change your vibration to at least get a baseline of gratitude, like 200 on the frequency spectrum. If you are not grateful, well, kind of practically just make a list of all the things that you have that other people may not have. All the support, even if most people in your life don't seem to have the depth, or maybe they don't all support you, there has to be one moment, whether it's with a random person or with someone you deeply know, where someone showed some strength, some support, and some love for you. Have some gratitude for those moments, those individuals, those seasons, what you have in your life right now. Just look around and slow down for a moment. Take some breaths to notice the details around you. Like, unless you built your entire log cabin, have some gratitude for the electricians that did the work maybe 20 years ago in your house. Just do whatever it needs to be, whatever you need to do to get out of this state of needing more, seeking more. Once I get this, then I'll be happy. Because that's a illusion. It's a fallacy. I'm not saying don't get it. But I am saying right now in this moment, it's so important to have a baseline of gratitude. If the lowest you can go is gratitude, hey, that's not too shabby, is it? So, why more stuff never equals more happiness? You see, this is hard. It's hard. I'm in this phase particularly where I'm going so hard on business right now, so all in. And how do I put it? Like, the purpose of business is to generate income and money. So I'm like walking this path of getting more stuff. But all at the same time, I'm so conscious that where I'm at now is exactly the beautiful part of my life. If I don't appreciate today these moments of this given phase, I know I'll look back 5 years, 10 years down the road and just wish I was here again, right? Even when I have all the things that I want. So it's important for you to have this foresight, this intelligence, to still create, still build. Like, it's okay to get more stuff. The point of this lesson here is not saying don't get more stuff. I'm saying the to happiness will never be more stuff. If you build in alignment and you build from meaning, you may happen to obtain more stuff. But it's the meaning that creates more happiness. It's not the more stuff. Better bathroom, better house, new car, faster car, more horsepower, different mods, Porsche instead of, whatever. That stuff, it's fleeting. When you pass away, it doesn't go with you. I know that's a cliche, but the truth around this is that if you build from meaning, you'll get the best of both worlds. You'll have the wealth, but the wealth will not be a prison. You won't be obsessed with more numbers. You're going to see what you truly care about. And that, for me, is things like just having the space to watch the animals, having the freedom to go swim, having the health to do some jujitsu or work out or go for a run or bend and play and roll and touch the grass with my dog. There's so many things that are important for you to do in this life, but the one thing you mustn't ever forget is what's on your heart, the meaning, why you're here, who you are. I'll give you something practical, which I enjoyed doing for myself, and I'd be curious to hear if you get any insights from it. Talk to ChatGPT about number one, your name, your middle name, and your last name. Number two, your birth time, your birthday, birth month, birth year, right? Talk to GPT and see if it gives you any insight around who you were destined to be based upon things that you didn't control, right? When the timing of when you came into this world, the name that your parents gave you, middle and last. Just inquire into it. Don't take it as like, oh, this is who I am. But if you're curious, if that sparks your interest, I think it would be rewarding for some people to just have that conversation. Like for me, it was always in front of me, but I never even realized it. I was born at 11/11 on Valentine's Day on 1999. Like 11/11, the day of love in this worldly world, at the end of 1999, or the end of 1999. You know what I mean? Like the end of that period, stepping into the 2000s. To me, that just shows me what I've always known. And I'm not going to stand up and say I'm special. I'm not special. Every single human's special. That's the fact. Every single human being is special. Now it's time for us as humanity to treat each other like that. Love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just taking the time, the energy to listen to these words and how they're spoken. Hey, if you want to work one-on-one, just check the link below. We can focus on whatever you need to focus on, really. Particularly great physique, restructuring of your mind, changing your relationship to your thinking. And then the spiritual path of using this awareness to untangle and rather just get a great understanding on your conditioning, who you are, so you can set yourself free. I can never do the work for you, but I'd love to be a part of it. You got the strength, you got the heart. Now align with meaning. Let's go. Have a wonderful day. Share it with a friend.